Hey everyone, welcome to another Pioneer video here on Magic Arena. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and there's a link to my coffee account in the description, so if you're able to support the channel that way, it is greatly appreciated. So today we are playing some Esper Legends. I suppose technically it's 4-colour Legends, because we do have Shiko adding a bit of red to the mix, but primarily this is in Esper colours. It's kind of I've played something similar. It's based around kind of Raffine and the abilities you get off that and various other things, but we do have a new card, which is Viggo, Enforcer of Ig's Crossing, which is one of the Venom cards in Spider-Man. This is a 3/3 for 3. When it enters, return target creature card with mana value 1 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Primarily the target for this, the only target for this in this deck is Cecil, but we could also pay 6, including more colours that we're not playing, in order to turn it into Viggo, End of Ig's Crossing, which is a 5/5 with Menace, Trample, and Haste, and when it attacks you may sacrifice another creature. If you do draw X cards, then you may put a permanent card with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield, where X is the sacrifice creature's mana value. So yeah, we can use this to cheat various things into play, and it's just a big threatening creature by itself. 5/5 Menace, Trample, Haste is pretty spicy. This deck also runs the Valky Jace combo, so yeah, because Viggo just puts things onto the battlefield, it can't cheat Tibalt into play in the same way it can if you're casting things. So yeah, Jace lets us do that, or we can just play Valky in its normal form. Like a lot of these decks, we are running the Unholy Annex as well to give us some additional card advantage. Raffine being a demon is quite helpful in that sense. Yeah, we've got some other legends as well. We've got Nashi. As I say, we've got Cecil down at the bottom of our curve. And we've got some interaction as well with classic Fatal Push, Thoughtseize. So yeah, a lot of black cards in this deck, primarily black based, but with splashing all 4 other colours technically, I suppose, which is why our mana base does require us to have Plaza of Heroes. So yeah, we can play those kind of things, Starting Town, Mana Confluence. Yeah, that gives us the ability just to use our play our Shikos and also use our abilities on Viggo if we particularly want to. So yeah, and then the mana base is a little bit complicated just because of the number of different dual lands required. A couple of Urborgs as a legendary land just to make sure that we do are kind of consistently hitting all of our black mana. 1 basic land, some of the legendary lands from Kamigawa, which are obviously great in a deck with lots of legendary creatures. Then in the sideboard, we got a couple copies of Duress for some additional hand disruption. Rest in Peace, another Sheltered by Ghosts, some counter magic with Negate. Pest Control is an interesting one. I don't think I've ever used this card before, but it's never an entirely dead Wrath, because you can just cycle it and it destroys all non-land permanents with mana value 1 or less, which doesn't hit most of our stuff. Damping Sphere, obviously there to shut down things like Lotus Field, Kaito, which we can cheat it to play off a Valky or something like that, or a Nashi. And then Urza's Ruinous Blast, which is a fun addition, 5 mana legendary sorcery that exiles all non-land permanents that aren't legendary. So again, leaves most of our stuff intact while being hopefully a pretty one-sided board wipe for the opponent. So yeah, this will be an interesting one. I think I got this deck list from a recent competitive challenge, and I think it did pretty well. But yeah, it's a weird collection of cards. I mean, it's on one level just a lot of legendary creatures, but Viggo is an interesting addition, kind of adding some additional mana requirements to the deck as well. But yeah, it's not essential that we transform it. But yeah, it does give us the option. So yeah, that's the deck. Thank you very much for watching. Let's take it onto the ladder. Mythic 26. Okay. Well, if they're just playing mono red, what do you expect? Obviously, Cecil is of interesting pedigree when it comes to playing against mono red. If we can get the lifelink form of it online, then it's perhaps a little better. If not, we'll just do ourselves lots of damage and then lose. I'll take 2 from that. Play Watery Grave. I'm kind of dicing around here a little. I'm playing a bit of a dangerous game. Push the etchings. I'll take 3 down to 10. I'll go to 8, and I think I'll just pass with Ottawa available. I'll send that back upstairs. Yeah. This is potentially risky, but I think I'm going to try it. So I go to 12. And then, yeah, they've got a choice here. They can finish off by 4-4, or they can damage me. Which is, and I don't think it's an easy choice, to be honest. Yep. Well, I'll play Ritual Chamber, give myself a 6-6. Brilliant. That seemed to work. Okay, so for mono red, I think I do want pest control. I want Sheltered by Ghosts. And I think Thoughtseize out. I can put a Duress in. Maybe 2 Duresses, trim and annex. That seems fine. I don't actually think this is a keepable hand. It doesn't do anything. Okay, I think this is moderately better. So I'll put back Hollowed Fountain. And then at least we've got Cecil and Sheltered. Which gives us some early game. Ooh, I got an itch. There we are. We'll start, yeah, we'll start with attacking. I think I'm going to play Valky this turn. Take this. What's this do? Target creature deals damage. Okay, that's fine. So they can kill my Valky, but it'll take their whole turn. Da-da-dum. We are overdrawing lands a little here. That's fine. I'll just play a Godless Shrine. Don't love that. Too many mice. They're not getting any bigger, at least, I suppose, so they are still only doing me 2 damage a turn for now. Wow, so much land. So yeah, I think I'll just chill and maybe turn this into Screaming Nemesis. Yep, that's a Heartfire hero. What's this last card? Okay, we know now that they don't have... because Rockface can only be used to cast... So I can take out their Heartfire hero now. Then I can take out their other Manifold Mouse. Oh no, I can't. Whoops. Yeah, that's... I miscounted there. Never mind. Let's Shelter instead. Take that down. Attack for 4. Play Hollowed Fountain. I go to 3. Okay, I don't hate Vanishing Verse here. So yeah, maybe let's get rid of that. Play a Plaza of Heroes. I'll back with Scream for a turn. Okay. Well, that gives us some interesting options. So I'll attack with the Nemesis. I'll play Shiko. Re-up Vanishing Verse. Get rid of this 1/2. So I'm now on 6 life. I do die to Sunspine Links. Not sure there's a huge amount I can do about that. Okay, them doing that is not really the worst news, I don't think. So I go to 4. Then let's go to 8. Pass the turn. I'm still massively overdrawing land, but I've got a Vanishing Verse in hand at least. Okay. The opponent is not just drawing land. Okay, I'll vanish that. I'll take 2. Well, at least this way I suppose I get to bring something back. So I go to 10. I'll attack a Numa. Probably just grab Raffine. That seems like a decent blocker for a turn. Don't think they'll quite be able to do me enough here. Yeah, so if I block that, that's 4. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Yep. Cool. Okay. Bit of a misstep with the Screaming Nemesis there, just miscalculated the amount of damage, but yeah, able to win that. Good. Always satisfying beating a player in Mythic. Yeah, just in case. Just in case. That is one of the less good targets for this. So this looks like one of the Lumra Scape Shift style decks. Yeah, I don't see these hugely often just because I think they're quite difficult to pilot, but it's a good deck, so I'll just play Viggo as a 3/3 here. Can potentially... Okay, there's Spelunking, so I will Vanishing Verse that imminently. Yes, I never beat this deck. I don't know what it is about it, but every time, singly fail to win. We'll see if anything changes this time around. Okay, Wandering Minstrel I can kill. At least this way they're not coming into play untapped now. But I still don't approve. Right, let's get Nashi into play. So I could Vanish a Lumra if they play it. Yeah, I think this is a recent addition to Arena. I don't think it's been there for quite a while. Yeah, okay, that's an Aftermath Analyst. Ooh, they had a lot more land than I thought they did. Oh well, never mind. We'll worry about that in a minute. Okay. Well, if nothing else, this deck certainly knows how to draw land. I may as well pick it up. Can't play it right now. So yeah, they're back up to 21, so my attempts to do them damage don't seem to be working very well. So that could go. More land, huh? Ooh, feels super dead here. Been pretty unfortunate with the way we've drawn. Just, yeah, flooded out. Didn't hit anything good with Nashi. Yeah, it is what it is. So definitely want Rest in Peace in. Do I want Damping Sphere? I didn't see any Lotus Fields. I'm not sure I do, actually. I do want Duress. I want Negate. Probably want Sheltered by Ghosts. Don't want Fatal Push. Don't want Annex, I don't think. No, just got to try and be a bit aggressive, I think. I mean, I say that. I could try. I don't ever win when I play against this deck. God. It's not good, is it? Okay, this is better. I think I'm putting back Raffine? Question mark? Yeah, I kind of want both of these. And I do kind of, I think I need all my land. Yep. I'll take stock up. Now, Wandering Minstrel plus Arboreal Gracer is actually really annoying because I can't get Nashi through either of them. Okay, now they're being a bit more cautious, which I like. Three copies of Nashi. Probably just take their Wandering Minstrel now, I think. Yep. Okay, they're running on empty a bit here, which is good news. They're not running on empty anymore because they just top decked a Spelunking. Because of course they did. Okay. So I do try to be patient, but... Let's play Cecil. Don't really want to play Jace just into a negate, so I'll hold up my own. Yeah, let's force them to play their negate now, I think. Cool. Much to that, so they still can't quite activate the Port of Carthel. Don't have any targets for it right now anyway. Jace. Up one. Discard Nashi. Play land. Hopefully they might just whiff for a turn. Okay, stock up's annoying, but it could be worse. Let's grab both of those. I'll plot a Valky. Play Shiko. Re-upping, I think, Vanishing Verse. Yeah, let's just get rid of one of their Spelunkings. Fine. So they can port of whatever now. Nope. Okay, we are going to game 3. Unheard of. Now. This is probably still the best configuration of it. Bring it back. Get terrible posture problems being a gamer. No, I can't keep this. It's not interactive enough. That's moderately better. Let's go seize some thoughts. They never miss. I mean, I know the deck runs like 300 lands, but they never miss. I'm actually helping them out by doing this. I don't think it makes a huge amount of difference. Surveil land that comes in untapped. And is also a tri-land. Honestly, it does all of the things. I'll hold up Vanishing Verse. Somewhat annoying I've missed all of my Rest in Pieces. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, that's not a particularly great Aftermath analyst. Okay, obviously it's now much better because they had 2, because of course they did. So I might be able to stop them doing this if I get lucky. So I'll Vanishing Verse 1, maybe draw another removal spell or a land. Yeah, that'll do. So let's get rid of that. And we'll go to attacks. We'll grow our Raffine. Ditch, ditch. settle down. Oracle as... Okay, discard 3 cards, so 1, 2, and probably just other sheltered by ghosts. Seems wild. Okay, I've got a choice now, so I can Shiko. Or I can just get rid of their graveyard. I feel like Rest in Peace is probably the safer play. So yeah, let's just do that. As much as it loses me the value on my Shiko. Okay. See, it's much less good when everything's going into XR rather than into the graveyard. This could be quite a close run thing. Got all their Lotus Fields. Question is, what are they going to do with all this mana? Destroy my Rest in Peace is what they're going to do. Yep. Okay. So presumably they're just going to Port of Carfell and hope for the best. No, okay. We won. And we deserve to. I haven't seen Viggo do a huge amount yet. It's interesting that it was put in the deck. I wonder. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it can come into its own in this last game match. If Nashi survives and I can land a Raffine, that's pretty good news. But this is Rakdos, so it seems very unlikely. Yep. Okay. So I could shelter that, or I could just, yeah, I think we'll just push the Goblin. Keep a duplicate Raffine available to us. Maybe I should have kept starting town in case I draw, like, Shiko. possible. Okay, well, Shieldred we are going to kill straight away. And we'll say go again. Drawing a little too many Raffines, if such a thing is even possible. Presumably they are now building up to casting a Fatal Push on my Raffine. Yep. Okay, I see your Fatal Push, and I raise you another. Terrible fear of missing out. Yeah, take two. I think they've got to vanish their FOMO before they can start double attacking. Yeah, I need something like Ashiko here if I'm going to get back into this one, I think. It's all happening a bit too slowly. Okay. What to be going on? Yeah, I'm going to have to keep attacking. Just need something that isn't land. I have flooded out a lot in this video, I feel like. Yeah, just drawing lots of extra cards. My card advantage isn't really doing much for me now. Just like this, like, just drawing land. Just can't draw anything else. Yeah, looks like they got another push. Yep. Yeah, Shiko kind of needs to be Shiko now, I think, or something similar. Or, you know, just another land. Okay, well, not a huge amount I could do there. Okay, so Rakdos demons, I think I do want Urza's Ruinous Blast. I want Duress. Probably want the other Sheltered by Ghosts. I'm going to take out Nashi. I'll take out 2 Nashis and all of the Cecils. Cecil's too vulnerable to basically every removal spell they run. Okay, we'll give this one a go. Okay, they can snag me Annex. May as well. Ta-dum. Let's get Viggo into play. Pass the turn. Fine, they can draw 1 extra card from that, then I think I'll vanish it. Yep, that seems fine, so... Vanish. Thoughtseize. Taking their FOMO. Now they do have Delirium turned on now, but... Let's make them go now. Odd, even, this will be odd. Yeah, that's a no, I think. Yeah, I don't mind this exchange if they... Yeah, I think they're a little overzealous in wanting to kill my Viggo there. I'm not sure it's actually the best card on the board. Okay. Yeah, looks like we're keeping 1 Chico in hand. Now just need the land to be able to play it. Annex is pretty good, but it is life intensive, if nothing else. Okay, well, let's start by attacking, see if we draw a land. No. Take Shieldred. I go to 3. Can I please have a land? I can't win. I mean, this is just ridiculous. The amount, the Yep, no, what was that? 5 draw steps? Okay, try again, I suppose. One more time. Okay. Yep, that was frustrating. Didn't feel like we really got the chance to do anything there. Yeah, it was a pretty unfortunate mix of lands and spells throughout some of those games. Yeah, that's Mr. Octopus or whatever his name is. And some imposter syndrome, don't we all suffer from that? Yeah, that was good in places, annoying in others just because of the way, yeah, as I say, the land and spell mix. I mean, it's got a fair few number of lands, but it's because you draw through so many cards. But yeah, just couldn't hit the 5th land in that game, which I think, yeah, if we'd been able to get rid of the Annex before the demon came along by returning a Vanishing Verse, that would have been pretty good. But yeah, just couldn't hit that 5th land, which is a shame. But apart from that, the deck did okay. I'm not entirely sure what this is doing in here. Yeah, as I say, I did take this list from a competitive tournament, so presumably somebody put it in for a reason. Yeah, I mean, it feels like you could get more value off its ETB. I don't hate it as a card. I think there is value to it, but I don't sense that this is possibly the right build for it. Anyway, maybe we'll see it crop up again. So yeah, here's the deck list one more time in the description as usual. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Contribute to the coffee account if you can. And I'll see you next time.